Okay, all right. Gotta take your bag off. Look good for the video thing. So I'm here with Harrison Greenbaum.
Yep,
How do you pronounce
that's
it?
me.
Greenbaum. How does it feel being on the show?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to it. I like all the guys, so it should be fun. And
Are you-
girl.
Oh, so you know everybody who's coming on the show today?
Well, I mean Danny, Dan, and Justine.
Have you been on the show before?
Yeah, I guess at the beginning of the month.
Yeah, I thought you'd been on the show before because I saw your face on the Comical Radio website, but your profile picture looks a lot different than you look right now. I don't know.
It's a little bit older, and my hair is a little bit different. I went a little bit more Mad Men now. So.
I mean, you don't look older now. It just.
Oh no, it's a different style.
I might have been expecting someone taller or.
Oh.
I don't know, or more. I don't know.
Less Jewy?
Cheers,
No.
Cheers-ish? He looks a little Cheers-ish. That
yeah,
guy.
I think you guys took one of my older headshots, which is like a soap opera-y
It kind of looks like the one you'd see in like I don't know, like a deli, and you see on the wall with the autograph.
A little bit, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But you know what you can talk about today?
No, I'm excited to find out, so it should be fun.
Okay, great. Can I get you to plug Comical Radio? Say subscribe to Comical Radio on iTunes.
Subscribe to Comical Radio on iTunes.
Well, don't interrupt me because, because when we edit this out, it'll be like my voice and then your voice, and they'll overlap and it'll just sound ugly. So just say, subscribe to Comical Radio on iTunes, wait for me to finish, and then you say it, all right?
Subscribe to Comical Radio on iTunes. So we're now in Bryn Mawr, which is an all-women's college in Philadelphia, which means I don't get to use a urinal for a whole week. But it looks like Hogwarts. It's amazing. So it's really fun. The kids love it.
You still come in as a camper? No,
I'm a counselor.
You're a counselor now. Okay, you've
Yeah.
worked your way up.
I've been a counselor for like 6 years.
Okay.
How much time do you dedicate to it every year?
It's a week. It's a week out of my year. We don't get paid. It's a volunteer thing, and it's awesome. I mean, because kids who do magic, I was one of those kids.
Yeah.
We're not the most social people. We're not necessarily the most popular people. Magic is power for the powerless.
Do you just show up in front of the class?
I would disappear with a smoke bomb.
Yeah.
I feel like I would leave every class. Be like, that's class, and just like throw a smoke bomb.
That'd be awesome.
And they'd see
Can
me
you
running
do
out
that?
the door. No.
Like, what level of magician do you have to be to do that? Like,
You have to be a wizard.
you have to be a wizard. Is that like a real level of magician?
No.
Are there different like
not,
levels,
yeah.
and like the best is called wizard, like amateur, it's just like.
Is it like Eagle Scouts? Like there's like a.
Yeah.
It's just like comedy where like you just say you're a magician, like you are, like if you say you are
So
one.
But other magicians can look at you and go, know your skill. Like they can watch your sleight of hand and kind of immediately know how experienced you are.
Although the problem with magic is one of those random arts.
Yeah.
And comedy is similar. Like with juggling, you know the skill of a juggler. If you juggle 6 balls versus 7 balls, the guy who's doing 7 balls has more talent than the guy who's doing 6 balls.
Obviously, yeah.
In magic, though, the idea is to hide your skill. Like the best magician, you don't know how complicated a trick is. So sometimes a trick will fry me, and I'll be like, I have no idea how it's done, and it's the easiest method. It required no skill.
Okay.
Harrison, how many balls have you jumped?
I used to, when I was a kid, there was a place called Zach's Funhouse in Brooklyn, in my part of Brooklyn, and I had a whole bag full of magic tricks. I used to go and spend my money on them. I had the little coin that's
So,
split
like,
up to 5 many pennies, and I had
ghetto.
a rope trick. And I know I did it for a couple of years.
Insano magic tricks.
Yeah, they were really ghetto. I could never do the sleight of hand stuff. Like, how did you train every day? Was it like sleight of hand? Did you
Like Rocky?
Yeah, like
How hard tricks on steps in the building.
Because Chris's hands naturally, like they just turn to the back.
Actually,
And that's why I gave it up, because I was like, I knew like I couldn't get some of these tricks.
He's like,
I was
I
like,
can't do-
screw this, I'm just gonna start acting, and I got into acting.
And then you took classes at Arapahoe Community College.
There was a Arapahoe
I was trying to
Community
picture
College,
magic at Arapahoe.
No, I was like 12. I was
Give
like,
some balls. I don't know what you do with them, but
Rice
do
balls.
magic.
They're just rice balls.
And class.
They're rice balls, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really high right now. You're like, okay.
And I gave it up at like 11 or 12. I was like, no, this isn't for me.
That's the old joke.
I had a Svengali deck, and that was as far as I got.
The old joke with magic is this guy goes, when I grow up, I want to be a magician, and the mother goes, you can't do both.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are magicians with their kids. I just never grew out of it.
So the kid kills himself. I want to be a magician. You got it? No. Can't grow
That
up.
is the darkest interpretation of that. There's
So I'm here with Harrison Greenbaum.
Hi.
How do you think the show went?
I think it went really well. Everybody was really funny, and it's a super fun time.
You talked about more today than your gay voice. which is
Yeah,
what they
well, the
talked
last
about.
episode
2
was very
hours.
focused on a certain issue, so this one it was nice to kind of talk about anything and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Who's playing that fucking music?
Playing like 90s
It's like-
rock music right now.
it's
like
like-
Metallica. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know my
it's
90s
Chris.
rock.
Yeah, I know my 90s rock, but not
Oh.
like hard rock. So I'm more of a
Gotcha.
grunge guy.
Oh,
But,
Nirvana.
Yes, Nirvana. Exactly. Exactly. I was wearing a Nirvana shirt on Tuesday, so you should have been
Nice.
here.
Would not have pegged
that.
you for like a Cobain.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. So, you are a magician, correct?
Well, I'm a comedian who does magic.
Yeah, a comedian who does magic.
Yes.
And you said off camera, and you said on the actual show that magic isn't real, which I think is very interesting because I've never met a musician, a magician who's told me that magic isn't real.
I mean, magic isn't real. I
See,
mean,
off camera, you were like, magic isn't real.
No. I mean, it's not real in the sense that I'm definitely not a wizard, and it's definitely like I'm not doing things that I'm not doing actual magic.
Mhm.
I'm giving the illusion of actual magic happening.
Okay.
Which, if
Well, see, I know
psychologically, it is real.
You see, I know
but-
that, but like, I just never got it out of the horse's
I
mouth.
mean,
It
it's
was like
weird, it's weird
like
for people to be like,
Mall
I'm a wizard who can shoot fire out of my hands and control the universe. If I could do that, I probably wouldn't be. I find it weird that if you do have those actual magic powers, you're doing like a magic trick at a tiny theater. Like that just it. If you can actually do magic, you should just save the world with your magical powers.
Yeah, walk on water and turn water into wine, and
Exactly.
Well, water into wine never really seemed like a cool thing because imagine people like starving or like dying of thirst in the desert.
And you need
their
to have
turns
water
into
to
wine.
begin with.
Yeah,
That's
they're like, fuck, now I'm dehydrated and drunk
that's true.
and miserable.
Being able to do the reverse as well would be nice to do back and forth. But once he's turned it into wine, he's screwed. He can't come back.
For more of Harrison Greenbaum and all of your other favorite comedians, go to comicalradio.com and subscribe on iTunes.